Good evening.
Everywhere I go on this island, it seems to me I find degeneracy.
Watch a few movies, take a few notes. See, it's a lot scarier when there's no motive, Sid.
We have a bargain.
Watch a few movies, take a few notes.
Do you feel the pain? Oh, it's the pain I can assure you will be exquisite.
Watch a few movies, take a few notes.
His entire work consists of violence, all the time, obsessed with the issue of violence. Mayhem, gouging out of eyes, autopsies on the stage.
Come. It is time to keep your appointment.
Thank you for keeping your appointment, joining us here on How Do I Press the Buttons on This? Here we go. There, that's what we want. Lovely. Welcome to episode 213 Double Feature Horror Show, featuring your absolute boomer host, Proper Horror Show, and joined by regular co-host TCG. How are you doing, my friend?
I'm okay. I'm all right. I think I might call my son's bug. So, well, just the timing is so bad. But you know, Murgoot obviously is still unwell, sicker than a sickly dog. So I'm stepping in. My boy's not well, so the plans to watch football are out the window. So I am back, baby. I am back.
You know what Murgoot said to me when I asked how he was doing?
That?
Well, he sounded a bit East End, and he said, "Never ever have I felt so low. When you're going to take me out of this black hole?"
Oh my God. Never ever have I ever felt so sad. The way the way I'm feeling, you got me feeling really bad.
I know I can chuck any Brit reference to you. Someone was saying earlier that they Googled some of the weird little Brit terms we drop around and are consistently disgusted.
Well, the thing is, do you know what? It helps when All Saints album was the first ever one that I paid for with my own money. It's amazing.
Nice.
And it is a gem.
Do you know, mine was, would you like to take a guess, TCG?
I've got no idea. Pet Shop Boys.
You bastard. And please, for my age, it would have been Savage Garden. You know,
okay.
If you're hinting at my devious nature. But, I'll have you know, it was Prodigy's Fat of the Land, because I was cool, TCG.
Yeah,
Once upon a time, I was cool.
I wasn't. I've never been cool.
Shop Boys, you bastard. I was going to be so nice to you as well. Here's my beloved co-host, Britain's foremost expert on balls of steel.
Brilliant. Well, I mean, Pet Shop Boys.
Yeah. I mean, you're not wrong. You know, I can't say you're factually incorrect.
I mean, they do have a
guilty as charged. Yeah. Fair play. Well, people have been asking who brought this fantastic film to us this week, and I will, seeing as he has outed himself, and I note got the hat on. Well done. Oh man, I need to get the hat on.
Yeah, I need to shout out this of the night actually, because the hat that I'm wearing tonight was gifted to me by none other than him.
Did he?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Hang on.
It fits very comfortably.
I've got it. Here we go. There you go. The hat is on. Look at that, folks.
There we go.
It looks like a little outbreak, doesn't it?
Yeah, and if you're wondering why my face looks like that, it's because I've been playing The Walking Dead and I left the window open and I held this face for too long and now it's stuck like that.
Classic. How have the Walking Dead playthrough's been growing?
Oh, I tell you what, I'm doing the second season at the moment. We're actually going to wrap it up tomorrow night. And I have to say, I was expecting there to be a steep dip in quality after the first one, because that is just an absolute masterpiece. But it's genuinely surprised me. It's been a really solid story. And
Nice.
yeah, some proper head fudge moments, a little bit of comedy sprinkled in as well. But yeah, I don't think, probably not as scary, to be fair. I mean, not that they are scary, let's be honest, but but it is me, and I'm terrible at horror games when it comes to being stoic and all that. But yeah, it's story wise, it's brilliant, and I'm just looking forward to doing the next installment, which actually is the previous installment, which is 400 days. But apparently, when they made the definitive series, instead of using their infinite wisdom and having it as one of the optional games that you can play, they hid it in the first season as an extra chapter. So yeah,
Ooh,
thank you for doing that, Telltale. Very
kudos to them. Very handy.
no, not handy. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I went straight to the second season, and it literally says, "Oh, the stuff you do in the first season impacts the decisions." And I was like, "Oh shoot, hang on, 400
I
days?
missed your
What
sarcasm.
does that do? What does that do? Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, 400 days also impacts the second season." I was like, "For God's sake, brilliant."
You've forgiven it some slightly questionable writing you told me about a character who should have been offed, just coming back with a little shrug.
Oh yeah, that's Kenny. Yeah, yeah. We got a few regulars to the streams this at night, being one of them, GB being another, and N4E was there last night.
Oh, was it? Good on you,
Yeah,
Fart.
yeah. So just for those who don't know, so in series one, Kenny is they're trapped in an alleyway basically, and there's a guy called Ben who's like stuck down there, yada yada yada, and Kenny goes to try and save him, but it seemingly looks like he's been overrun by a bunch of walkers. The look on Lee's face, you the protagonist, suggests that yeah, he's become a chew toy. But then in the second season, he pops out of nowhere. And of course, one of the questions you ask him is, well, how did you get out of that? And he's just like, yeah, I got lucky. He Palper Kenny'd that basically.
The absolute cheek. Somehow Kenny returned.
It was literally that.
Well, I'm glad that did not spoil it for you at all.
No.
I want to say a big thank you to Lawrence, who, as is tradition, gets a first super chat in, sending £5, which is very much appreciated, saying, "Forget the grooming gangs. We need a judge-led national inquiry into how such an absolute shocker of a film managed to get past the BBFC." Ooh.
I expect the government petition to be set up any moment now.
Lawrence is asking the right question. Now, I will do a very quick time check, because if you are on thin ice with me there, Lawrence. You've said the sacred letters BBFC.
Uh-oh.
And I may be able to help you out there. Now, when is it? I need... good. I was correct. Okay, good. If you would like to know how such a shocker of film managed to get past the BBC, some of the answer lies in the fact that it came out in 2013. Now, 2013 is an interesting date. It is coming after 2011. Why does that matter? Well, 2011 is a date that the Human Centipede Part 2 was banned.
God.
And I will specify quickly, as everyone knows, that we don't really ban films in the UK. We refuse to issue a certificate, which means technically all cinemas in the country which are licensed by councils and therefore have agreed to abide by a precondition that they only show films that have a certificate, those cinemas then will not be able to display the film. But we don't ban it because that's authoritarian. We have the most convoluted Twister-like workaround possible. So we don't technically ban the film, but for shorthand, that was the last film we really banned.
So it's basically a perpetual state of, oh, we just can't decide. It
gets stuck in basically bureaucratic limbo. independent art cinemas can, of course, broadcast whatever they want, as is one, and it's a very small chance that they'll get raided by the police. Do you remember back when we covered this, TCG? How long did the BBFC hold the line and keep Human Centipede Part 2 banned?
I don't remember, but I'm going to hazard a guess and say 4 years.
3 months.
Oh, okay.
They actually they submitted some required changes to Tom Six, the director, on the basis that they thought he'd probably say no, but he said actually it's fine, so they caved, and it never had to go into an appeal. So yeah, but it was banned for a whole 3 months, and one imagines Tom Six was quite happy about that because he got to say his film was banned, and then passed with very little editing.
Wow, that's crazy.
It's pretty great. It's pretty great. So this coming out 2013, it's got some things that would definitely be an issue for the BBFC, but basically after that, I think they kind of weren't in a banning mood.
Yeah.
So that is your answer. If you're wondering what would cause them problems, TCG, would you like to have a guess? What's the main thing in this movie that's a big no-no?
Is it the R wording and the offing of minors?
Oh, they can handle that. I think it's how can I say this delicately? The full nudity, like
I see.
The woman full nude with absolutely no piabs, basically. So you're getting an extremely anatomical view of the young lass.
Right. Okay.
That's the big thing that they have a serious problem with, but they let this go. So,
but we're fine with forced abortions, right?
Oh yeah, that's fine.
We're
Couple of
cool
dead kids, we can do that. It's anatomical detail, you know?
Right. Okay. Sorry.
The doorbell and the curtains. Yeah.
So
they're a bit.
Just flash back to that baby being C-sectioned, and it's just such a bad dummy of a baby that they used. It's like you can see the hinges.
I was more upset by a sort of a woman in a 1982 VHS having a mobile phone. That's what bugged me, TCG.
Yeah. Do you know what? It bugged me, the quality of the VHS. I mean, I didn't know VHS went up to like 720, 1080p. We were always used to what, 240p, if we were lucky.
Yes. Well, I believe now I'm going back to my Blockbuster series rental breakdown, TCG, but I believe the maximum resolution for a VHS was 480.
Was it?
Yeah,
I thought that was DVDs.
No, I think the big jump in DVD quality was 720, and then later 1080 on Blu-ray.
I think we've spoken about this before, but didn't you find it weird during that transitional period when DVDs were becoming a thing? When you'd get your video, and before the film starts, you get your little trailers of what's coming up, like in the next few months or whatever. And one of them was always a promotional bit for DVDs, and they would always have a side-by-side comparison. And you're thinking, hang on a minute. I'm seeing the improved quality, and you're telling me this is what DVD copies look like. Why can't you just do that on the VHS? Because you seem to be able to do it fine here.
It's cray, isn't it? It doesn't work. Doesn't work. Yeah. It drove me mad. I showed that very advert in the Blockbuster series.
Yes,
episode 2. If anyone wants to see that out, and I did a comparison of me in 1080p, and then I had like a 360p version and a 480p version all on the same screen, so you could see the difference.
Wow.
And it's absolute pain in the butt to film, and it didn't work, so I just had to do a very crude. Anyway, episode 2 if you want to see that, folks. People have been dropping the supers, TCG.
I've noticed.
We're going to be it's going to be like a goosebumps. We won't touch this film for an hour.
Yeah.
I'm not complaining, folks. Keep those super chats coming. By the way, thank you, Lawrence, if I didn't say so already, for kicking off, demonstrating that you can support the channel via super chats or indeed memberships, both here and on Subscribestar. It just flows off now, doesn't it?
Yeah, you're getting used to it. The shame and the shyness is wearing off.
It's kind of like it's just kind of like your own farts, TCG stuff. I've gotten used to it.
Oh yeah.
I don't even smell it anymore. I know it's there. The shame is still there, but it's just part of my natural I don't know, natural musk now. And I also know Adam Loves Horror will I know he's going to be proud of me that I can just do the spiel so easy. He would also want me to remind everyone to like the stream if you have not rage quit at us going 15 minutes into the stream and not even discussing the movie. Well, we briefly discussed it.
Yeah, do the right thing.
And then people donated, and it'd be rude not to acknowledging Mr. GB, a known menace, a confirmed threat to decency, saying in $5 oh, what is this going to be? A reminder to buy your tickets to an afternoon with TCG, see your favourite tie peddler and property in person, and grab the special limited edition merch. Mr. GB, thank you very much for the money, but also why have you been harassing a poor comedy bar in Brighton all week?
I know. The thing is, but the thing is, you know what the funny thing about that is they left Twitter back in November because apparently it's too toxic.
Is that right?
I kid you not. I kid you not.
Well, I hope they're enjoying all the I won't say that. All the material on Blue Sky.
Oh, endless amounts.
Indeed. And Distant Night, now this is an intriguing one, saying, oh boy, I hope property. Oh gosh darn it, Mr. GB, the nickname has spread. This is your fault. You're an Aussie menace. Distant Night, thank you very much for sending 10 Aussie dollars, saying, oh boy, I hope property got my favorite screenshot from the movie. Wow. I've got a selection, as I always have. I hope I've got it too. And were you hoping for the sort of terrible dummy effect baby? Is that the one? I don't know. You'll have to let me know. We'll go through it anyway. Thank you very much, $10. Much appreciated. If you want to join people, super chats are open, and of course you can join as a member. I prefer you to join as a member. Why? Because then I can reward you back, and you can do just like Distant Night did, and quote one of the best ads of all time. You wouldn't steal a car.
Yeah.
You wouldn't run over a cop, take his helmet back to the desk, scream away, fix it.
Oh, what? Oh, that takes me back. That really does.
Absolute classic.
They don't make anti-piracy ads like they used to.
They really don't, especially given that they pirated the song in that.
You shut up.
Yeah, true. Yeah, they nicked it.
You are what? Are you serious?
So yeah, look it up.
Oh my god! Right, I don't believe that. That's crazy.
Waifu's verdict.
It was a film that we watched. This was a film that we watched.
What is it they say? This is truly one of the films of all time.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Okay, I know I can sense, folks. I can sense that this was not everyone's cup of tea, and I'm very intrigued why Dissident Night went for it. But you won't be surprised to hear that on this channel, our third eye is open. My pineal gland is already swollen, enabling me to detect a hidden trace of genius in this film. There is, believe it or not, some pretty cool, smart stuff happening here. And I will show it to you once we've made all our usual jokes as we go through. There is some... Poor you,
Oh,
Murgoot.
that's up for debate.
Poor Murgoot.
Do you know what, Murgoot? I've made some questionable decisions when I've been ill. For example, one time I had the flu and I went and I needed a new coat for winter, and I decided to buy some really weird denim jacket that clearly wasn't suitable for it just wasn't suitable for the weather. And
Denim chaps, guaranteed.
yeah,
Hot
and then
pants.
I tried to cope my way to convincing my missus that I'd made the right choice, and the next day I had to take it back, and she was right. It was
Going
awful.
around looking like a member of Bewitched.
Yeah, and I was wearing jeans as well, so I was full on double deniming. Standing there, it was a freezing
That's
day
rough,
as well.
man.
It's a freezing day, and I said, she was like, "You must, you're cold," and I'm like, "I'm not cold." Standing there shivering, and she's like, "But you're literally shivering." I'm not cold. So yeah, we all make mistakes. Murgoot is what I'm saying when we're less than 100%.
You don't
Megan,
even need to buy the Pet Shop Boys album in that outfit,
no,
TCG. Not when you double deniming.
Oh, I was thinking of Wham in that moment. I think.
Oh,
yeah,
would still count.
Yeah.
Hey, Lawrence has made use of his membership. Yeah, look at that.
Way.
Not we. All right. Don't worry. There is good stuff in this. We'll get to it. But maybe 20 minutes into the stream, let's talk about. I mean, I think we're being a bit relaxed because this is not The Shining. This is not, hours of esoteric detail to unpick. There is good stuff in here. There is interesting production detail. But it's also a bit of a, well, how would you describe it, TCG?
Shit.
Oh.
No, it's
a bit of fun. You've seen it a few times, haven't you?
I've seen it a few times. It is fun. It is fun. But the stories are quite inconsistent. I know the second story in particular I don't like. It's just super camp when it gets to the reveal.
Yeah, I mean, I'm reminded in the second story, particularly of it was humane. It was, gosh, was it only last week?
I think it must have been last week. No,
It
it wasn't
only
last week. Oh no, it was last week, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Humane? Yes.
I'm thrown off because there may have been an additional recording in between.
Yeah.
That you guys don't need to know about yet.
No. Yeah, the less you know, the better.
Yeah, my big problem in that movie was that there were 3 cat and mouse in the house segments. Without dynamic changing, and then it happened in this. I was sort of like pre-primed to be like, oh, for flip's sake.
Yeah.
It's like something goes off in my head when I see cat and mouse in the house. It's, oh man, you had no money. That's like the cheapest thing to film. It's just like someone going around the house, like clinging to the wall and peeking around and be like, ah. It's sort of, I know, it's like when you do that, I know you had no money.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
That's it. Hang on. All right. Dissident Knight, you lovely chap, sending $5 Aussie. But did I like it better than Terrifier? Okay. Interesting question. I will. Hang on. Creeper Weirdo clearly has a very good memory. Thank you, Creeper Weirdo, for your super chat. I'll address it in a bit. I like it more than Terrifier. I think, Distant Night, thank you for that. I'm going to turn to Creeper Weirdo's super chat because he will help me address your question. So there's some backstory to this. Creeper Weirdo is referencing an old and very good, if I may say, I stand by it, video of mine called Is Terrifier Even a Movie? Because I struggled with it. I really, really struggled with it, and I ended up comparing it to a bunch of like modern art.
Right.
Weirdly, all kind of involving urine in one way or another.
Right.
And my problem was kind of like, for me, in Terrifier, it was so sort of stripped down and like raw and just straight to it without much going on.
Yeah.
That I had the question like, is this even a movie? Like it seems to be just like so nakedly, here's a crazy guy and he's going to hack this person up, then he hacks that one up, then that one, then that one, then that one, that I really wondered, like, is there anything going on here, or is it just total cruelty? And I ended up like, I kind of overthought it and I ponced it up with modern art discussion,
Okay.
you know. But still, I struggled with it. Whereas All Hallows Eve, like Terrifier, I found interesting stuff in it.
Right.
And I'm going to say, actually, it passed a lot quicker for me.
Okay.
So did I like it more? It was certainly an easier watch. And it was intriguing. And I think the clever thing in it was a lot more clever than the kind of possibly oblique art reference and genre-aware subversion that Terrifier had. So, yeah, it probably comes out on top because of that. I didn't have the same, like, spiritual crisis that I had for watching Terrifier. Have you seen Terrifier, TCG?
I have, but to be honest, I remember so little of those films because, again, there's nothing for me that they're not memorable. They're not memorable films. I mean, I've seen all three of them. Yeah, there's three of them, aren't there? Yeah, it's just the evolution of Art the Clown. I don't know. I don't get it. I don't. Yeah, it's difficult to put my finger on, but I think they try to do a sort of like a Jason Voorhees style lore where the more you learn, like the more supernatural it becomes. And I just felt like, meh, it's a bit. I didn't know how to feel about that.
Yeah. So I'm like, I've seen critical and commercial praise for Terrifier 2.
Yeah.
I'm not sure I'm up for a 2.5 hour massive mythology lore about art.
Yeah.
But I find it kind of amazing that he made it.
Mm.
You know, it's already come up once already, so how well do you remember Human Centipede Part 2?
Again, like I actually remember very little of it. All I just remember is it takes place. Is that is the one that takes place at a prison, right?
No, it's in a parking, a multi-story car park.
Then yeah, I remember nothing. I have seen it. I know I've seen it, but yeah, it was so many years ago.
Well, the main thing about it was interesting was after the first one was absolutely savaged for being like, this is absolute trash.
Yeah.
The director, Tom Six, being an absolute mad lad, made Human Centipede Part 2 in faux art house style.
Mm.
And like deliberately was parodying like more worthy art films and puts himself in the movie where in the world of Human Centipede Part 2, his work is regarded as an absolute bit of genius.
Brilliant.
And that he is an undisputed. And if you think, is he a bit Tommy Wiseau here? He does end up like letting himself be brutally killed. Like he's clearly sort of having a bit of fun with it, but addressing you want me to make a worthy film? Here you go. It's in a grimy British council estate. You like a bit of that, don't you? Bit of the old Ken Loach touch.
Yeah, who could say no to a British council estate?
It was amazing. I feel like Damien Leone might have done that with Terrifier 2. Like, you say there's basically no plot whatsoever, and we filmed all of it in, curiously enough, a garage and a car park that were abandoned, and we just tried to dress it up as about 5 different locations, but it's clearly the same garage,
same place. Yeah, you can see the street, you can see like the parking signs.
Oh yeah, like the morgue. What do you call it? Yeah, the mortuary is basically just a staff room, but you put a health and safety poster in. Brilliant.
Yeah.
So I feel like he had a similar response, like, okay, you criticize my film as having nothing in it whatsoever. Fine. I'm going to give you a 2.5 hour horror epic full of mythology and symbolism. Do you like me now?
Can't say
So-
no to me now.
There is like this interesting and maddening, like a post-ironic game happening where he's making a film for people who really know horror super, super well, and he's messing with you. But anyway, we will get into that. Thank you so much for the super chats. It's lovely to see him going.
I know.
Yeah, very welcome tonight. I did the Christmas shopping today, so believe me, I'm grateful. One of the things I picked up, by the way, is in case Samson is watching this one, or any of you are disgusting weebs as well. I'm drinking a Koido. Well, I haven't drunk it yet. I've opened it. It's ready to go. Koido, which is a Japanese brewery I've never heard of, but I picked up 2 of theirs. One of them is a sweet potato ale, and I've got a Japan pale ale here with yuzu in it. So I'll give this a go, folks. And as we carry on, thank you. Your super chats damage my liver. Thank you.
That's it, yeah. And if it was me, it would be the Copperbergs and it would be acid reflux. Because that's what happened the other day when I was when I was streaming.
Rare cider.
Dissident Night was paying for him.
Oh, good lad. Good lad. Ooh,
and I had to down like a pint, like a pint of milk afterwards because I was like, oh my god, the acid reflux was back. But some of those Copperbergs, I tell you, they were rank.
Which one? The passion fruit?
I think so. Yeah, they were like mixed fruit and stuff like that. But yeah, they weren't that nice. I preferred the strawberry and limes, that sort of stuff. Because I don't like apple cider. I'm not really a cider drinker. I just saw that they were on offer the other day, and I was like, I'll pick them up.
I like a fruit cider. I mean, I like my Henry Westons for the classic, but I've got a guilty pleasure for a very sweet fruit cider. Lawrence absolutely outed as weeaboo kawaii desu ne. Shocking. Subarashi desu ne. Lawrence-san. Terrible. Going to move on this.
I think
Japanese, very honorary.
I think my VPN's playing up again because all of a sudden people were speaking Japanese.
Okay, sorry, we'll move away from it. All right, sweet. Well, let's get into it. In short, this is an anthology flashback for everyone when we spent close to 2 years covering anthologies on and off. This was nearly in that. We dodged it. We got back to it. This came out in 2013. It is a debut of Damien Leone, who was producing shorts on his own money, very low production value. They picked up enough buzz for him to be contacted by a film producer who asked him, would he like to be in an anthology segment? And he liked the idea, but he didn't want to be, one guy in the party, He didn't want to be just one guy behind the couch. He wanted to be doing the lot. And he said to the producer, I've got these 2 shorts. I could bring them in. I'll film a new material. I'll film some bridging stuff. And I can do the entire movie.
Okay.
Not bad. Not bad at all.
It's a pretty good deal.
Yeah, I mean, he's already got a bit of the work done, hasn't he?
Yeah.
He gets to be the sole credited director. It looks a fair bit more interesting. I've got to say, good on him. So what we've got here, I mean, you may have noticed, TCG, that the picture quality on this is very variable. And this would be why. So some of All Hallows Eve is from a short he made in, I want to say, 2010, 2009, called The Ninth Circle.
Okay.
That's our first segment. The end segment, which is basically an extremely condensed version of some of the main beats of Terrifier, is from his short Terrifier, which was 2011. So the main new stuff is the wraparound segment and the middle segment with the alien.
Right.
But yeah, that is why the picture quality is very, very different. But would you say I'm going too far if I suggested that the framing device of having them watch everything on a VHS, which we know, of course, due to our autistic interest, would have a far lower picture quality? Would we say that's a touch of genius? Huh?
Would we? I don't know.
I
Would
thought I'd
we?
give it a go. I didn't think you'd buy it, but I thought I'd have a
No,
try.
no. I mean, it's just more suspicious than anything, isn't it? How is this? And also, why have they still got a VHS player?
Oh, well, is it that bad?
It's not. It's not that. I mean, it's not the biggest issue, but I mean, how many homes these days have VHS players? I mean, or how many homes in 2013 still had them? I mean, yeah, I'm
Yeah, I mean
skeptical.
it's a fair old question, I think. Do you know when the last mainstream film released on VHS was?
I'm gonna hazard a guess to say fairly recently.
Oh no,
Okay.
2006.
Oh, really? What was it?
It was A History of Violence was the last. David Cronenberg's A History of Violence was the
Okay.
last major release on VHS.
Right.
Lots of stuff came out on promotional. You know, House of the Devil from, I want to say, 2009
Okay.
had a sort of novelty VHS release. I'm sure the VHS series has done it. Lawrence with the trivia.
Nice.
You know what you're doing, Lawrence. You've been around here long enough. You are sharp. Yeah. So, but I mean, that's 7 years. That's a long time.
Mm,
I think it is. It's questionable.
yeah.
I'm assuming you didn't have a working VHS in 2013.
No. Although I used to have like 3 or 2 of them in my room when I was a kid because I had a TV video combi and then a separate one.
And you had to do the copying, I would imagine.
Yeah.
Were you copying them over?
Oh god, yeah. And I used to have a lead that would go right downstairs because we had like the old outdoor aerials. So we had like a multi adapter. So my stepdad got like this really long cable and sort of like just basically connected it from my room down to the TV so I could get an outdoor reception. But one of the things I could do with that was I could put it in the back of the VCR downstairs and then upstairs, and I could watch what they were watching downstairs in my own room. So, yeah.
Genius.
Yeah, it's brilliant.
Oh, man. I want to ask chat, in 2013, did you have a working VHS? I want to get chat's input on this one. I will see if it's out of touch. I will say that mine, I think my parents had it plugged in, but it was a VHS DVD combo, is my rough memory of it, which is why it managed to survive. And they kept their collection of VHS until basically, well, it was kind of my collection of VHS, as you can imagine, until I basically combined it all for the Blockbuster series. And at that point, we said goodbye to them, but it was tough. I couldn't do it for all of them. I've kept my Buffy VHSs.
I used to have Buffy on VHS.
Oh, legend. Yeah, chat is coming out pretty negative. They had cleared out their VHS by 2013. So it is suspicious. It is pretty suspicious. It's also suspicious why she said a 1982 VHS.
Yeah, I know. It's very, yeah. Yeah, I thought that.
Why did she specify that?
Was there a film that came out around that time that was focused around VHSs? But
oh gosh,
do you know what I mean? I was trying to think of the connection. I maybe, but I just couldn't think of the connection because it was such a specific year. Unless she was just saying that to make it sound like they were, VHSs were really dated when they weren't. They were very much alive and kicking in the 90s.
Yeah,
and like you say, but.
Sorry, go ahead.
No, I was saying, and like you said, the last of them was in 2006. So, we're not even 20 years removed from them. 7 years at the time that was released. So, You know, it's like saying a CD. You know, oh, you know, it's like a CD from 1994. Like what?
Why specify it? I mean, if she does have extreme autism and could identify the specific year that a certain brand of tape came out, I
Yeah,
would be very
that would
impressed.
be
But
that would be impressive. Yeah,
she didn't look like that to me. Also, I obviously have this screenshot because, you know, hey, it's the numbers. Whoop 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 whoop. 237. All right, come on. I only note this because this has gone into my evidence locker. I have a long overdue analysis where I talk about where 237 comes up. Anyway, we'll move on past that. Oh, look at this. Deep Lore. Silence of the Lambs on VHS in 2015.
Oh, wow.
Brilliant. So there we go.
There you go, yeah.
I was told that I spoke to someone in a big charity shop, and she said that what would you call them? Tapes, like music tapes, are selling well to millennials and alphas now because of Stranger Things. Like the tapes are back. Can you imagine?
There's a bit,
crazy. Maybe VHS will come back.
I was going to say there is, it feels. Speaking of the 80s, 1982, it does feel like there is some sort of like 80s nostalgia trip sort of kicking off. Do you know what I mean? It's just, it's weird how things just make a comeback.
Really is. But anyway, it's an interesting framing device. The family have been out trick or treating. Steve Laws has found
Steve Laws. Oh no!
Oh come on! Did you not think?
I didn't think that. No,
it's little Steve Laws.
Oh god!
I couldn't unsee it the whole movie.
That is an interesting connection.
These little things, you know, sticks in my brain. He finds it. They look at it. Oh, brilliant! And that's a framing device. Something that stood out to me instantly about this. They put in the tape, and instantly, like I was like, okay, this is intriguing.
Yeah,
it's an edited video, right? Now, would they? They're fine with it because I think it's random. But I just thought, oh, that's kind of interesting that it's an edited video and it's not like just like a POV cam. Because I kind of expected it would be like someone holding a camcorder walking around and we'd go into the film that way.
Like like VHS.
Yeah, I figured it would be interpreted that what we were seeing was like a filmic representation, but they were only seeing straight from the camcorder. But it seems like they've just accepted it's a fully produced, edited film. I don't know if that's a weird detail to be fixated on, but I was thinking about that the whole time.
Because I thought that myself, funnily enough. I was like, you know, I was surprised at the fact that, well, I wasn't surprised, but it was an interesting choice to make like fully edited like shorts, if you will, as opposed to like almost like found footage style. Because again, I don't know when VHS came out. The film, not the videotapes, but just, do you know what I mean?
Anthology.
I just
2012.
it was an interesting choice. Oh, there you go. Yeah, so it was only a year removed. So I thought it was an interesting choice, and I suppose it helped in some of the ways with some of the stylistic choices they went with. But I would have liked to have seen. I would have liked to have seen a bit of better quality in terms of the videos that were being, or the episodes that were being presented. Well, actually, I say that it's a bit harsh on me, but the first and the third ones I think were all right. I just think it was the second one that was a bit bothersome. It just really sort of fell flat for me. It did feel like, I think someone mentioned it earlier, it literally felt like an episode of Goosebumps. So I don't know if it was kind of like trying to pay homage to it, but it just wasn't hitting.
Yeah. No, I think it's fair, and it's so awkward that that's the fresh stuff. But like, let's look at this. Like, this is I really liked these people, by the way. I liked these actors a lot.
Yeah, but To be honest, I mean, the woman, she,
Mm.
I don't think she could pull off the look of disgust accurately. Every time she was looking at the film, she just looked mildly confused at what was happening, as opposed to,
Yes.
do you know what I mean, portraying disgust, because clearly, like, clearly she was supposed to be, you know, seeing these things and thinking like, what the hell is going on? But then, yeah, it's like, oh, actually, yeah, she just looks like, huh?
Discount Amy Adams. Fair.
Yeah. Oh
Fact
my god.
check.
Yes.
Fact check. True.
In fact, that is so true, because I was obviously I had to squeeze in a rewatch, because obviously I wasn't gonna be on, and my wife was like, "What are you doing?" And I was like, "Oh, I'm just watching this for horror show tonight." And she was like, "Oh, I really recognize that woman," and I was like, "Yeah, so do I. I'm really struggling." And she was like, The Office.
Oh,
It's not her.
It looks a bit like. It does look like her. Do you know
Yeah.
Amy Adams was on Buffy?
Was she?
She was. She was in one episode in season 5, Family, where she was Tara's cousin. There's some Buffy lore for you.
I did not know that.
Yeah, brilliant. Discount Amy Adams and where is he? I know I've got him in here. Discount Amy Adams and Baby Steve Laws.
Yeah, and Timu General Ortega.
We have General Ortega at home, but this kid's cool. This kid's cool. Like this was produced for about 500k, best I can tell. Cool. Which is, I've got to say, I know that they're doing pretty well for it, given that they only had to shoot the wraparound segment and the middle one, which was made for about 2p. So good job.
That's crazy.
Also, very clever budget decision, because what is the film they're watching at the start?
It was Night of the Living Dead, wasn't it?
Correct.
Yes.
And that is public domain.
I love that.
Genius, which is why it's turned up in quite a few. Halloween, of course, used it, and then moved on to Thing from Another World. So yeah, for their money, we will talk about Night of the Living Dead a bit later. But just nice to see it. Do you want to give for people who didn't do a watch or a rewatch, as we switch from just the quality you get in the wraparound, just look at this picture quality. We'll switch to the picture quality in the first segment. Ooh, woo. For people who did not watch it or would like a refresher, TCG, could you give us a quick recap of story 1?
Yeah, sure. So, girl is waiting at a train station for a train. Is it a train? No, it's a train. And yeah.
You know, a train does come for her later.
Yeah, just not the train.
Yeah,
just not the train she was expecting. But yeah, so she's accosted by this clown person who we do not know who he is for now. Gives her flowers, but it's a prank because there's some cockroaches in there. He then drugs her with a needle, which, thank you for reminding me that happened. And
I didn't know that was in there.
I saw your tweet from earlier, but yeah. So yeah, she ends up being chained in this sort of location, and there's 2 other girls, and it's revealed that they're bringing people. They're being pulled away by the chains, and something bad's happening. They don't know what's going on, and then in the end, she's eventually dragged down, and there's like a pit with a pregnant woman hanging there, and there's a bunch of like weird face people, and the baby is C-sectioned, and the devil turns up and decides it's horny time.
And then it kind of just stops.
Yeah. Because she's like, oh, that's enough.
Yeah, it's if it sounds abrupt, folks, that is a story. It escalates. What's the phrase? That escalated quickly.
Yeah.
Like, Art kidnaps her, and then he just disappears. The actor Mike Gianelli also plays like the big muscly butcher demon. You know, you might as well say fresh meat. You know,
Yeah.
that guy. We love a bit of Diablo here. You're confused. You would be. You would
Yeah.
be. It's quite.
It's not a deep story. This one. This
It's
episode.
not a deep story, and it just kind of keeps escalating. Like you go from the clown, and then you don't see the clown, and then when they're kidnapped, they meet this big muscly demon butcher, and then fight and escape him, but then run into just this, you know, little cultist coven with their deformed faces who do a weird ritual and then speed run Rosemary's Baby on her.
Which,
and
by
then
the
it just
way,
stops.
yeah. Which, by the way, those faces are proper creepy. They remind me of Jeff the Killer, and I would be very, very surprised if these masks, these models, were not inspired by that massive Jeff the Killer vibes.
Yeah, I mean, they feel very of a type. I really liked the one that had this like weird bird face, like a medieval plague doctor made out of skin. It's great.
Yeah,
Dylan Roth here has kind of got it. It's vibes. It's very
Yeah.
vibes. You don't need to make. You just kind of ride this wave, like. But it is very hard to make out, and you're never really given a sense of what's actually going on. And it's one of those things that makes it so difficult for me to give it like an actual, like, firm appraisal of these movies, because Leone just sort of does this. There's never really an attempt to ground things in a reality with his movie.
yeah,
So, like, it's very typical of him for just like things to come out of nowhere and escalate and escalate and escalate and just cut off.
yeah.
And just that's it. And that's really his vibe.
Yeah. I mean, it can work, but it's got to be very precise, you know?
Like, it's just, but there is a vivid, nightmarish quality to it that I've got to say. The imagery is extremely strong.
Yeah.
You wonder why. Does he just like not want to put the story in, or was this just like a budget thing? Because bear in mind, this was just an independent short called The Ninth Circle that he
That's right,
squidgied
yeah.
into the movie. So
Yeah. Yeah, it's really weird.
Suddenly goes all eyes wide shut. What did he mean by this? By the way, the massive butcher demon thing was also played by Mike Gianelli. Would you like to see him? The guy who plays Art.
Yeah.
So Art, the clown, is played by a different guy, David Howard Thornton, I think, in subsequent outings. Gianelli appears to have retired, but if you're wondering, this is him at a convention. That is the best quality I could get. Yes, he is
nice.
he's Slim Boogie, but looks like a pretty chill chap.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he no longer plays.
No,
Art.
he
Right.
retired from acting.
Oh, right, just flat out retired. Okay.
Yeah, and that's what I gather. So stepped out of it, and then, but he'd done it in a short, and then he'd reprised it in another short 2 years later, and then he comes along and films these segments again. So he's been doing it for a while. It's a little hobby, but you imagine there's not much money in this for him, so good on him. But then I will say there is a very notable difference in performance quality when you go, like, nothing against the guy, but it was a much stronger performance from the David Howard Thornton in Terrifier onwards.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Brave of himself to
So
call,
just
brave enough to call himself an actor.
yeah, because didn't remember any of his lines,
No.
etc. All right. There are also, I just love their faces during all of this. So unimpressed. Like the kids do say, like, yeah, we've seen worse on the internet. It's like probably true.
I know. That's very. Yeah, it is believable. I just thought to myself, like, Christ Almighty, like, just on that first, that first video or that first part. It's like, wow, your age, you've seen more than wow. Okay, your parents are irresponsible.
Can't believe it. You know, day one on the internet, Tub Girl.
Mm.
You know, they don't mess around these days.
No.
But yeah, little Steve Law's delighted by it. I thought this was really cute. Like this to me, I can identify with this. I think this is Damien Leone as well. This is like any horror fan, you know, normal people in the background, and
yeah,
yeah, man, you just see section to like that. Whoa, it's obviously a dummy, but what else? This has got to be Damien Leone right there.
Yeah, blatantly. Again, it's that Timu Amy Adams. Just her reactions just threw me out.
Very underselling it in this bit. I kind of liked it arguing with them terribly though. But
again, it's just again, as I say, it just a really sort of disgusting thing would happen, and it would pan out of the video and to her, and again, she just has this look of, I'm trying to be disgusted at what I'm looking at and you know, put off, but all I'm conveying is, huh? What's happening?
We'll send performance notes to her next time.
Yeah.
You know, he did reuse one of the women's from this. You know, what was it? Katie Maguire.
Yeah, that's her. Yeah, that's Timu Amy Adams.
Yeah. Reused in Terrifier.
That's right. What was she the main character in Terrifier as well?
No. Character called Monica. I'm trying to remember why she turns up, but it's been a while.
Gotcha. Yeah, I was trying, because when I saw that, because I did look her up, and I thought, oh, hang on, she was in Terrifier as well, and I was trying to think, because again, I barely remember anything of the film anyway. But I was like, where was she in it?
Yeah. Oh, she was a TV host who's murdered in the very start.
Oh, okay.
There we go. Yes, reporter Distant Night. Distant Night. I think you might be an actual fan of these. I mean, I am. I will remind people, I have a big brain take on this film. We'll get there. We will get there. But we're not just liking this. We're not. Yeah. So this one, it's extremely disjointed. It's extremely vibes, but at the same time, I'm gonna say, man, there's powerful imagery. Like for me, my favorite is just this when they're in the dark tunnel with the chains and they get pulled up. Like this is strong.
Yeah, it's strong, but the acting isn't.
Yeah, strong visuals, acting.
Yeah. And I think with this film, it's normally if I'm going to criticize a film, like for its it'll be for the lines, it'll be for the script. I try not to be an arse to the actual actors and actresses themselves, because obviously they're just being paid to do a job, and in most of the time they're doing a good job of it. But for me, it was, I mean, the script weren't great anyway, so the scripts I don't think were the strongest, but the acting certainly didn't help. Like, you've got these three girls clearly fighting for their lives, and at some moments it's like, okay, yeah, I'll kind of buy it, and then it would just be like a uncanny version of where, you know, I refuse to accept that I'm going to die sort of scenario. And it's just like, I can see you're trying, but there's just something that doesn't feel believable about it, you know.
Very fair. I think very fair. But yeah, a mishmash. But I'm going to say this one, absolute miles ahead of section 2, the worst section in the entire movie. Am I wrong?
Oh, no, you're not wrong. This for me was, the Goosebumps episode. Because I was thinking, I know it was mentioned by you lovely lot in the chat, but yeah, for me, I was watching this bit and I was like, this is just Goosebumps. You go from the first one, the Ninth Circle, where, you know, okay, yeah, low budget, but you know what? Some pretty strong, like, visual effects. And then you go to this, just a Julian Clary, just, you know, skirting around in a
all right, YouTube, I'm here.
In a papier mache.
He's allowed to reference Julian Clary.
In a papier mache alien outfit. It's just like, dude. what on earth?
It was meant. I'm told it is meant to. It was going to be a puppet, but they just could not budget it, so it's a guy. It's a
It's
guy
just-
in skin tight.
It's just the wavy arms, like this little wavy arm thing they're doing.
I'll challenge you though. How many other Halloween movies do you know that just went with aliens? Like it's a bold move. I can aside from.
Signs?
Oh yeah. Well, they may not be aliens, depending on your interpretation. But I'd like apart from The Thing, like if we skip that, like modern stuff,
Yeah.
I've got like an obscure one called Tales of Halloween. For some reason, they tend to stay away from aliens. Monsters fine, demons fine. Aliens, rare to see one, especially one that looks like this. Waifu, interestingly enough, was wrong.
Wow. Yeah, very wrong.
Honestly, waifu. Lawrence may have left out an audible bruh. Okay,
You ain't the only one.
By the way, you'll notice I have only 2 screen caps from this segment, and I will give you the pint of Guinness summary for section 2. A woman is on the phone dropping exposition when she hears a weird noise, and then we get a cat and mouse round the house, and she realizes an alien is. That's it. Weird stuff, weird sign. She goes out to the car. It's all getting spooky. It's your usual get pursued round the house, stalk round corridors, look in shadows, basically spend about 2p on everything. This is the cheapest stuff to do. It is the horror equivalent of when you just sit 2 characters down to talk, or in actions when you just have like a punch up in a warehouse. It is the cheapest thing that you can do. Is just stalk around what is, if we're honest, almost certainly just a mate's house.
Probably, yeah.
And as is going to happen, eventually the alien, who sometimes does interesting slow balletic movement and other times just forgets and legs it at her, finally gets her, starts dragging her into a different room, a room which she had brought up when in her exposition dump at the start, because she was describing a terrifying picture that her husband had painted. Something just sort of came over him, almost as if he was in a trance. And
Crazy.
Yes, and she, as she's being pulled off, Schnur,
More phrasing.
we've all been there. She pulls the sheet off, and we don't spend time wondering, like, hang on, this guy managed to paint a picture, call his agent. The agent says it's got a great price, and the oil has already dried in one day. Really?
Whoa.
All right, I get a bit. Oh, we have got an interesting tip about a horror movie with aliens in. Thank you, Lawrence. Vast of Night. Thank you.
Okay.
The painting is revealed, and then the film just stops.
Yep.
We don't get any resolution, even though it's a VHS, and when she presses play, it should just continue this story. That is the end of this story.
Mm-hmm.
So
we're getting themes here. Or not themes. I'm sensing a pattern.
Yeah.
Just the abrupt ending.
Yes. Art forces himself into the story here. The story ends when Art the Clown turns up. There's okay. I mean, on a story element, it's kind of weird. But on a meta big brain level, there's something kind of cool here.
Oh, do tell.
Shall I just get into it?
Just do it.
All right.
Let's go.
Leone was trying to work with this for a while. He keeps coming back to Art the Clown. Art the Clown is kind of like this idea that seems to really get into his head. Now, he said he sort of he just threw everything at the wall, right? When he was especially doing the night circle, he throws everything at the wall to see what works. But it seems to be like Art the Clown is the one that sticks with him. Like, this is some kind of weird inspiration that he can't get out of his head. Because he keeps coming back to him. And Art keeps coming back in the film. Now, there's and what I'm talking about is there's some kind of meta element where in the film logic, Art is kind of a meta force. Art is like spooky Deadpool. He kind of breaks everything he's in and breaks down the barriers between the real and the fictional, right?
Yeah.
Like, he's meant to be comedy, but he's actually absolutely psychotic. He's supernatural in some way. How does this represent itself? Well, what we're seeing right here is that the story, which was a completely different story, just stops when Art enters the frame. This is a painting in the frame. Art takes over the frame. Art has taken over this story and it just stops. He's hijacked it. Likewise, he sort of delivers the horror in the first half and then sort of disappears from the story, but he just kicks it off. Now, these are minor build-ups to it, because the really interesting stuff is in the third segment and the prelude. So what so at the start they're watching Night of the Living Dead. Right? This girl, this nice blonde girl, we specifically see her in the opening scene in the graveyard, and then she's in a car, and we later see her sort of looking around a kitchen. I'll see if I've got that. I should have it somewhere.
Okay.
But those are the main things we see from her. Okay, I don't have her in the... Oh, I do have her in the kitchen. Okay.
Go.
So just to show you, this is what we are shown. So Night of the Living Dead, she's in the car, she's in the kitchen. Third story. It's a blonde woman going around visiting the countryside when she's attacked in her car. Now, what does she end up doing? She gets into a car with this guy.
Yeah.
Right? Now, who does this guy look quite a bit like? Well, if you know your Night of the Living Dead, you know that the woman, Barbara, also blonde, is there with her brother, Johnny.
Okay. Oh, okay. How did I not spot this? This is, you're on point here.
I mean,
yeah, okay.
They never show, so they never show this bit, but they show other things. So Night of the Living Dead kind of bleeds out into story 3.
Well, it kind of bleeds out into story 2 as well, as if you think about it, because
help me out, yes.
the home invasion kind of thing. Because what are the zombies trying to do in that film? They're trying to break into the property.
They are, and they succeed.
And
go ahead.
Okay, cheesy aliens, but ultimately not human, not from this world. Not from this world.
And Night of the Living Dead did actually say that it was
yes, it was an alien. It was
it
was an alien. Yeah, alien virus. Yes.
Yeah. So we see Barbara in the car, as we've talked, and we've got a guy who looks just like Barbara's brother in the film turns up and rescues her in the car, sitting in the same places, same order, also dies. We see her in the kitchen.
Making a sandwich.
And then where does she see horrible things? She sees horrible things with Art in the kitchen. Right? There's an oven right there. Art is bleeding into Night of the Living Dead and making it disgusting. Where does she run after that? Well, Barbara runs away to a farmhouse. Where does this girl run? It's not a farmhouse, but she has to break into a house, just like Barbara does.
Yeah.
And then the only time it happens, your boy Art literally claws him out of the ground.
Oh my god! Yeah.
Like a zombie. Art is breaking through the film that they were watching into story 3.
That's brilliant.
Right.
Okay.
But what
Right.
happens after that? Story 3, the woman in story 3 calls the house, and discount Amy Adams picks up the phone and is hearing from the woman in story 3. It's
That's right.
bleeding through, and at that point she starts trying to turn the movie off and realize that Art has come and basically infected the house through the movie and busted into her reality.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
This is a touch of genius. The stories have become infected. So the movie they've watched infects the VHS, which infects the house, which threatens in the very end into, the sort of fun bit in the credits, the fake out in the credits, where have I got it? Art starts threatening to bust into our reality too.
Oh my God. Yeah, he does, doesn't he? Yeah.
Yeah. That's
Right. Okay. I am
really cool.
literally okay. Right. Do you know what? I am seeing this film in a whole new light now, and it's actually making me really appreciate that bloody second story now.
Well, I mean, it's a
cheese.
It's
Yeah,
a stretch.
cheese in it. No, I think
There's
you
a
are.
bit.
No, I'm fully on board with that. I don't even think it's a stretch. I am fully on board with that because, yeah, on the face of it, it looks rubbish. But I mean, I'm just talking purely about the second story now. But yeah, when you're bringing the Night of the Living Dead element into it, if you're talking about the house, if you're talking about the alien, it was a virus from outer space that did it, according to George Romero. Yeah, I am. But then you obviously don't use a virus, but you use literal aliens. I am completely on board with that framing of the film.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, I mean, I don't. It doesn't. It helps a little bit with story too.
Yeah,
and it makes me respect the idea overall a bit more.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Because I'm not like you. I don't look deep into the. I've always been surface level analysis kind of guy. This is why this channel is the best. This is why this channel is not just PH isn't just the best defense lawyer. It's the best horror channel on YouTube. Come on, like who else is having that analysis of this film? Nobody. And it makes so much sense, and it actually makes this film sound a lot better than what it actually at face value looks.
Well, thank you. Yeah,
I'm still not buying the acting, but yeah,
I think this is like Leone's best idea, that he has he's got Art as basically spooky Deadpool.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And I love it.
Now, he even has a bag. Deadpool has a bag.
Oh yeah, where's his creepy bag? Now he reused this in Terrifier.
Terrifier, yeah, that's right.
Really quite fun shot where he just walks off with, it's just like a bag full of hacksaws and knives. Like you got to respect the weirdness of it.
Yeah, Deadpool has something like that. Obviously, he's not. I don't think you see it in the films, but in the comics, he definitely has that. And it's literally just, it's like an infinite space of just random crap. Just, certain tools and weapons and things like that. Yeah, it's just in a bag.
Yeah. My stance is like this. Oh, brilliant. See,
nice.
It's landing. Chat is buying it.
Yeah.
Chat is buying. Now, look, it's not a 12 for me because there is no Tony Todd, although there was a Tony Todd in the 1990 Tom Savini directed Night of the Living Dead, of course. So maybe Leone intended that, and we can actually give it a meta spooky Deadpool burger, borrowing from, that. Maybe Art leaks into the 1990 Night of the Living Dead remake too. What do you reckon?
Hell yeah.
Okay. I think genuinely there is a really cool idea here about let's just call him Spooky Deadpool.
I just wish for idiots like me it was more obvious,
You have to have a very warped mind, I think. But it's the trouble is for me, it still doesn't. I appreciate it. I think there's cleverness, but it doesn't help me fully appreciate story 2 and 3. It makes them better. But I would say the problem is they are on their own still extremely minimalist stories, and I just needed a bit more. They are both kind of like slightly extended. Well, the third segment has got a bit more going on, but they are basically just pursuit films. Like they're very minimal story, which is why I found myself really struggling with 2, and then followed by 3. It's like, I need a bit more. But I appreciate that there is a really cool idea in this film.
Yeah. 100%. Yeah. Yeah. Like I say, I mean, as isolated stories. Yeah, 2 and 3's not too bad. But yeah, 2 for me is the one that lets. 2's the one for me that is the most like, oh my god, like it just stands out so much compared to the first and third one. I would say because again, like with that one, there's barely any. Well, there's no gore or like there's violence, but there's not. It's not to the extremes as say the first and third one, where art is more directly involved, which might tell you more about the kind of character he is in terms of like what he would bring if he was actively involved, if that makes sense. But yeah, I think for it to be elevated, you have to have that extra context added in. Oh man,
yeah. If each of the individual stories were good, then we'd have a lot more to say about it. But yeah, 2's publishing. I mean,
yeah,
we sort of brought in 3. Do you want to? Before we cover 3, actually, Mr. GB is trying to make amends for being an utter upside down degenerate causing havoc. He is the Aussie shitposter in chief. But still, your money is very welcome here. Your money is good here, Mr. Torrance.
It is good.
Professor Properchew, I need to do boring work. People think I'm so sorry to hear it, Mr. GB. Happens to the best of us.
How dare they make you work on a Thursday night here, Friday morning, presumably where you are, because you live in the future, don't you? You see things before it happens here.
Friday morning.
Yeah.
How is it in the future, Mr. GB? Can you please remind everyone to get tickets to an afternoon with TCG if the stream ends before my glorious return? Push the tie and badge. I won't push the tie and badge. I'll push people to like the stream and send in super chats as you have done. Thank you very much, Mr. GB. As we approach Christmas season, it is very, very welcome. Old Sovereign Publishing have announced their Plutarch's Greek Lives, and I can already see just my bank account is not going to survive that. But I'm addicted. I love Old Sovereign Publishing. They're brilliant. Thank you very much, Mr. GB. Very much appreciated. TCG, how many outfit changes in your an evening with TCG?
17.
17. Oh, Taylor Swift is looking sloppy, frankly.
And I've only booked it out for 30 minutes, so
woo.
Yeah.
Goodness me. You like Bucks Fizz with your changes?
Absolutely.
How about that for a Brit reference?
Well, the thing is, I had obviously I only really needed to pick one, but the problem was I was having trouble making my mind up.
Well, nice. Who thought Balls of Steel was going to be the weirdest reference?
I'll see myself out.
All right, hang on. All right, Dylan Roth, an interesting chap. So this is a good comment. I'm not sure extra context really needed. His name is literally art. It's fairly self-explanatory, and the dumb Argentinian is my spirit animal. All right, I'm lost on that one, but okay. I'm not sure if you've seen Terrifier, Dylan, but that is there's an extra thing with that, and I made a big thing of it in my review. If you haven't seen it, please do watch my video. Is Terrifier even a movie? You can find it quite easily, I think. There's a bit in story 3 which is done in Terrifier, which is basically an expanded, you might even say distended version of the third segment. In this one, Art writes his name in blood in a toilet, and that causes a ruckus. in the movie Terrifier, he writes his name in excrement in the toilet. But and I made a lot of it in we don't actually even know that his name is Art. We only know that he writes the word art. And I went on a bit of a tangent about basically saying, is this film literally showing a guy, and I apologize for my swearing here, is the film literally showing us a guy making art out of shit? Like, is this what they're talking about? Like, I've got absolute crap here, and I'm going to make it. This is art. Is it extremely self-aware, like, I'm sorry, man. I think Leone knows what he's doing. I think he's a really weird postmodern guy.
I was going to say, I'm glad he does, because I ain't got a bloody clue.
I don't know, man. It's maybe this Japanese pale ale from Koido is super strong, but I know I'd see these genius touches. Like, I don't think the Night of the Living Dead stuff is an accident.
No, 100% no. As I say, it's a subtle layer that is genius. I have to say, I do agree with people in the chat. It is, and if you share that opinion too, I think it's bloody genius.
Yeah, it's fantastic. The idea of like the real horror of the clowns, this sort of parasitic, a reality bending entity. I'm sure I've seen something else. Yeah, it's kind of like the old idea from Wes Craven's New Nightmare, where he talks about how he basically had a dream about a real demon thing, which looked like Freddy Krueger, and he put it in a film.
That's right, yeah.
And it's like, mate, I kind of get that idea. Murgoot, you're gonna have to explain that reference to me. I don't get it, I'm afraid. Robert Mapplethorpe?
I think the fever's flared up again.
Help me out. Genius is a very strong word for a film that includes the junk shop alien segment.
Not right. Okay. I'm being very specific in what I am calling genius. Let me be very clear.
I've still not forgiven her for this, which was my favorite scene.
Murgoot, Robert Mapplethorpe Reborn. Is that Jesus' real name?
I have no idea. But yeah, just this idea of something that is actually like a demonic or cosmic entity that bleeds through, and we just see it. I suppose kind of like Pennywise. If you in the original novel, they say like we sort of just see him as a clown. Oh, there we go. Thank you, Murgoot. Piss Christ.
Oh, I was close.
Wait, wasn't that Andre Serrano? Was it? I thought that was Andre Serrano. I might be wrong. I can't remember. I don't think I referenced Piss Christ in the Terrifier video. I'll trust you on that one.
Waifu, I've just checked the definition of genius, and for some reason your wife's face is there.
Oh yeah, wow. That's why they burn the dictionaries. You know, we talked it. Shit, TCG for anyone who did not see this film, but is extremely patient and hasn't yet clicked like or sent a super chat. Could you quickly summarize section 3 for them?
Section 3 being what, the Terrifier story, the third section.
Yeah, basically it's a Terrifier short film shoved back into this.
Yeah, so it's it features a woman who I believe is a costume designer, and she's driving down the road. She stops at a petrol station, and she sees a guy kicking out the clown, Art the Clown, who decided to smear, as Horror Show affectionately mentioned, shit all over the bathroom walls. He then proceeds to like fill up a tank, give her directions, because she I can't remember where she's going, but he hears a noise from inside the petrol station, goes into have a look around. He's obviously he's then gone for a little longer than what the woman would like. So she goes in to sort of check out what's going on, and she's just seeing absolute scenes Art is there chopping up this guy with a hacksaw, which is just brutal. Love it. Again, like small budget, but really, really great visual and visual effects. I have to say, obviously, she understandably freaks out and drives off and tries to call the police, but Art's in the back seat, that old trope, and tries to suffocate her. So she cranks on the brakes, somehow manages to escape. Somehow manages to escape, and then locks herself inside that large inside a shed, like this big shed thing. And Art, she thinks, okay, I'm cool now. But no, you're not, because Art rises from the ground, and then starts to like whip her, like cutting her up in the process. But she fights back. She stabs him in the eye, and I think in the back as well. And then she pegs it again, and she gets picked up by the glasses guy. She tells him that she's in trouble, so he goes to drive off. But then Art is pursuing him in a car. It's like, so you get a car chase scene.
Art at this point can just teleport. He teleports with gay abandon.
Exactly, yeah. So it's you already know at this point, like there's no set rules for Art. There's no limitations. He's literally Deadpool. Just pulls up alongside him while they're driving, pops him in the head, car crashes, and then the next bit, she's coming to, and she's like strapped on this table, and he's like chopped off her arms and legs and her breasts, I think, as well. Yeah,
he's chopped her jibs off,
and then he's like carved these like mean words into her.
I decided this is the one we'd get away with. I'll maybe warn people, actually, this is pretty nasty. So if you don't want gore, I apologize. I'll for a few seconds.
I will say, but for the algo gods, this is not real. This is
not
makeup.
Real, totally fake.
This is from a film.
This is lovely latex work. You would do this with probably... Looking at that depth, I would probably use skin putty. And do a layer, like a glycerin spray over it to make it look shiny. And then you can cut into it and get the depths, and then just use all your Kensington gore in there. So that's how you get that effect.
And am I right in saying that Art all the while is just pointing and silently laughing at her?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's that bit, yeah.
He points and laughs at her, and we find out she's been amputated, every quadruple amputation, babs off. He's shaved all her babs off too, presumably.
Yeah.
And written these horrible words all over her. I think I'll take that off the screen now for anyone who did not want to see that. Let's go back to just this one, but because I can't show what it looks like. It's very, very nasty.
Yeah, but fake. It's not real. I have to stress that for YouTube.
So it seems to me like that ending is a more extreme version of what we got in Terrifier. Like the story is essentially the same beats, but that fate is like so much more. But I don't know if you thought about it. Like what is that bit saying? And I'll foreground this. I haven't got a clue.
Yeah,
there's a deeper meaning to that, I have not got a clue about it.
Yeah, I've got no idea. I think it's just done for the sake of it, I think.
If I want to like try, if I want to reach back for my copy of Carol Clover's Men, Women and Chainsaws, everyone's favorite book on feminist theory and horror. All right, it's my only book on feminist theory and horror. I think House of Psychotic Women probably doesn't count. One might say that it's like this extremely literal embodiment of like the feminist criticism of horror is misogynistic because it's all about punishing women for especially sexual transgression, and therefore what he's literally done is immobilize her so she can't run away and loses agency, and then literally write misogynistic attacks on her.
Mm.
And like it's like a parody of that idea because art is doing it so extremely literally.
Yeah, maybe.
But I just don't know. I'm trying it. I'm trying, like, why did he do that?
John Gorris art is clowning on the supposed misogyny in horror. Maybe.
Well, yeah, it feels
Yeah.
parodic to me because it is so mean.
And
It
he is
so
laughing at
over the
it.
top. Yeah,
Yeah, he is laughing
he's
at it.
finding it very funny.
Yeah.
I mean, something we kind of moved past very quickly, but it's worth noting here. Art sort of breaks the rules of horror by using a gun.
Oh yeah, yeah.
But-
Again, it's just another thing. It's like, yeah, okay, he's not. Yeah, there's no limit. He's not Jason. He's not going to use a machete. He's not Freddy. He's not going to use the the glove with the claws on them. You know, he's not Michael Myers and a kitchen knife. He's art. He has a bag of goodies, and he's and is limitless in his application of using them. Yeah, it's just it's just so casual. Bang. It's just so casual.
Yeah, it's I don't know. It's like this very clever, just aware art being so super genre aware that he will break the rule. Like,
Yeah,
we never really say why, other than we like our monsters to kill traditionally. It's kind of takes away the fun if they use a gun. You know, they're meant to be more savage.
exactly.
But art just sort of casually teleporting all over the place.
But yeah, it's also because of how. Sorry, just
and then
sticking
shooting.
with the gun. Yeah, just sticking with the gun. Yes, yeah, continuing with the gun. Sorry. Yeah, it's just obviously the bits that we've seen prior to that. You know, he is. Well, in the first story, it's more the Jeff the Killer characters that are doing the violent stuff. But obviously, like Art's responsible for the girls being there. And then in the third season, you're seeing them with the hacksaw, and you're thinking, okay, you know, you're thinking, all right, this is the modus operandi of art, and then yeah, he just pulls out a 9mm, just bang. Hang on, what?
Do you? I think you said you don't remember the Terrifier, the film, too well, but
he uses a gun in that as well, doesn't he?
Yeah. Like,
Yeah.
it's one of the few moments in that I really liked, was just after lots of torturous cat and mousing, our girl is about to get her like final girl victory and stab
Oh
him,
my God,
and he just
yes.
takes a gun out and shoots her in the head.
Yes, and he just looks. If I remember correctly, he looks pissed off when he does it.
Yeah.
Almost like, yeah, fun's. I'm not having fun anymore. You're
Yeah, like, oh, you
Yeah.
can't do that. The movie's not over yet. So yeah,
Yeah.
he looks proper grim, like she's breaking the rules by beating him early. And he's like,
That's
no,
right.
we're playing the game.
Yeah.
How about, oh, hello, Distant Night, screenshot badge unlocked, ads cut to my time. Bless you, bless you. I'm sorry to hear that, Distant Night. The ads on YouTube at the moment are brutal. They are brutal. I don't have the ads blocked at the moment, and they are killing me. The JD Sports ads from the ashes is awful. I can't stand them.
I've been blessed
I'm
enough
very
to have
grateful for the $5 much appreciated, and I'm sure you understand why the shot of a pig carved into her tummy is about as far as I can go.
I'll say I've not had ads now for several years on YouTube because I've been on premium, because my mobile provider up until very recently had it as like one of these add-on bundles, so I wasn't actually paying for it, but they don't do it anymore, so we've switched provider, and I'm gonna have to start paying for it, because as soon as when I said to the kids, by the way, from the middle of December, or sorry, from the 27th of December, we're not going to have it anymore, they were like, no, you got to do it, you got to do it.
I'm gonna say you have got to. I don't think I can go back. How can I say? I never wanted to pay for it, but I think I'm gonna have to, because the ads are breaking me. They are relentless.
Yeah. Aren't they doing like minute-long unskippable ads nowadays?
Yeah,
That's mad.
They're doing like double, triple ads, unskippables. Like, you can block as many as you like, and they keep coming back in different forms.
I
It's
think
awful.
I could be wrong. I could have misinterpreted it last night, but Bilbo
Mm.
said that he was getting overlay ads on my live stream last night.
Oh, watch it.
Oh, you're roboting. Nope, she's still botting. I don't think the YouTube liked our discussion about. Yeah, she's gone. I don't think YouTube liked our discussion about the ads. So, YouTube, just so you know, Horror Show really does like the adverts, and everyone in the live chat also really, really likes the ads. They're so thrilled with the ads that they're saying that they want even more. Can you if you can see, look, Murgoot, for example, says, yeah, the ads rock. 3 unskippable ads at the beginning today. Fart N4E says, yeah, even during streams, I get 2 ads and I love them. Maverick is roboting because he's so happy that the automated ads work. And Dr. Prepper was about to type, flipping love ads. Yep. The alien has invaded our house. Right, chat. This is a TCG take. Oh, you got the overlays as well. Lotus Eaters get them all the time, do they? Juice Rock. Yeah, they do. Hell yeah. You're back?
Am I?
You're back. I can hear you. I don't know. I think YouTube, I managed to convince YouTube that you actually do like the ads.
Well, I'm actually, I don't like the ads, but I like YouTube so much that I will pay them premium.
I love that.
For their service.
It is funny that you cut out as soon as you were like, yeah, go on, I'll pay for premium. And they're like, not today.
do 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 do. Cheers, Rob.
Bless you, TCG, for improving your way through this. What if I told you that was scripted?
So I don't know what's going to come up on the replay because I was talking to you and I just saw, I was saying like, I'm still here, TCG. And then but I just kept seeing the image just kept dropping out. Weird.
Oh,
Weird.
No.
Do you think we're more trouble for me singing the Jews rock, doing the Jews rock music?
Nah, I think it'll be fine because you like Jews as well.
Ooh, Distant Night, you're being very generous tonight, and it's very much appreciated.
bless
Thank you. In Christmas season, as I eye up the latest Old Sovereign Publishing releasing, and if I'm honest, probably quite a few more from Koido Japanese Beer. Very much appreciated to have another donation. It's very generous of you. So Distant Night saying, also as TCG kicked that TCL?
I'm presuming that's either that crime lad or if I'm kicking you out, that crime lad.
Yeah.
It must be that crime lad.
It's got to be that crime lad. You are now his favourite son. Confirm, deny?
I don't have favourites, but I love all my children the same. So Dissident Night, welcome to the family.
Very nice. Ooh,
it's past your bedtime.
Which does mean that he's got to call you daddy.
Yeah. Daddy TCG. That's definitely not. Yeah, no, don't do that.
Like my uncle Ben David said, nice stream you got that shame. Oh, Dylan.
Oh, brilliant.
Oh, boy.
And nice stream you got there. Be shame if something happened to it, no?
All right. Well, we are back. Hopefully we are okay. Gosh, where were we? I think we were addressing a Distant Night. No, we'd covered that. I can't remember what we're talking about. What happened when I was kicked off?
Yeah, I've lost my train of thought, to be honest. We were talking about Art the Clown. Oh, I think we were talking about Art the Clown.
And is he just being parodic and taking the mick?
Yes. Because I remember us saying that. Yeah, he was literally laughing at her on display. So, yeah, I think that there is some sort of commentary I think to be had there. Because again, on the face of it, doesn't make sense. But yeah.
Yeah, that's it. Oh, yes, it was about him being extremely self-aware. How about this for a theory? What if there is a unifying art theory and the ritual with the evil demon cultists in story 1 is what gives Art the power to then break the rest of the film and escape.
Maybe.
Dun, dun, dun.
Yeah, that would make sense.
In-story explanation for it.
Yeah.
There is
yeah.
there is discussion on whether this girl, and let's get her face up so we can see a full outfit. I find her quite charming, actually. She does need glasses, but Art Ho Chic.
She looks like the alien from episode 2.
Oof, brutal. Chat, I know there's a lot of simping for her at the moment, but I'm going to say, look, if this is if library hottie is what you're after, just honestly go back to Angel season 3 onwards. Winifred Burkle. There's your tip. No one beats Fred. Amy Acker's Fred. Oof. Anyway, brutal. All right. Well, I don't know if you had anything else on this TC. I mean, we've gone for our Oh wait, no. There's only the blooming end of the film.
Oh yeah. We got to talk about the end.
Dun dun dun. I got this. When she turns the movie off, and you get like a black mirror. Oh my god. Reflection. I did try and pause and see if he was already in there.
Okay.
Because I would love that, but he's not. That's very dark, so I don't think people can see it. He's not, but he later is there. What did you think of this aspect where we have a sort of full-on meshing of reality as Art seems to leave the movie world in their TV and then get into her world?
Well, it's kind of happening throughout, isn't it? Because I think it's a bit. Is it a bit earlier on? I think when she goes up to the bedroom to check on the kids, and she's like, "Will you two settle down?" They're like, "You would, we would if you weren't knocking on the door every 5 minutes."
Classic.
So I think, yeah. But no, I dig it. I think it was quite cool. I do remember the first time I saw it. Distinctly, it sort of gave me a bit of a flashback when I first saw the film, because I was like, "Oh, okay, here we go," and then like, because I kind of thought that she's going to turn around and he'll be there again, trying to like, because you normally would get you turn around and he's not there, okay, but I thought, well, he's kind of like subverted everything up to that point. Like, why would he not just do that? And it turns out, no, okay, we're going to stay true to horror form and fake out. Very unpredictable.
Fake it out with like that. It's a nice tense logic of he's there in the reflection in the screen, but he's not when she turns around. So what's real, etc. It's I like it, and it does end up then throwing us off because yes, she does manage to shut off the threat, but then, as you said, he's he was already in the closet.
Yeah.
How about that for a reading we haven't touched on yet, eh?
Unfortunately, it was one of those things though where it was too predictable. It was just on the cards throughout, so it wasn't like, oh my god. It was more like, oh, okay, now we're at this point,
Oh yeah. I figured it was going to go into a kind of protracted sequence, and I was sort of glad that they kept it really quite brief and a bit more creative. But
like they did with the shorts. It kind of, it almost treated it like it was its own video. It was like it was its own episode, separate episode. Almost like you. Almost like if another person got hold of the video, this would be one of the films that they see. Do you know what I mean?
Yes. Yeah, art has just perverted it and brought that into its own cinematic reality. Yeah. It fits, and as we pointed out, that sort of breaching of reality and leaking through was there throughout the film, and it only just intensified at the end. And it was a weird. There was one weird thing though that he's off the kids.
Yeah.
but I was confused about why they use such a bad effect on the kids' heads.
Yeah, I wondered that because everything up to that point, if you ignore episode 2 or the second episode, looked pretty good, but the heads, yeah, I say the kids episode 2, but also the the cesarean baby in the first
Oh
one
yeah,
with like the hinged elbows.
I let that off because that was made on an absolute zero budget.
I
He had a bit
forgive
of
it.
money for the kids' heads. Like,
Yeah,
that's so bad.
I forgive it, but it's they're not great.
No, the weird thing is it's a static image. This is 2013. I don't know why he didn't just like have the kids pose and then just like shoot it.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, that could have
But
worked.
you could Photoshop it. You don't need to make a dummy for a static image. So yeah,
Yeah, no,
I
true.
found that weird. Just really weird choice. That it might just be that Leone kind of likes that fake look.
Maybe.
Like, have you seen I've got to make sure I don't get the title wrong. Brawl in Cell Block 99.
No, I haven't.
Oh, okay. It's a good movie.
Okay.
But it ends on a self-consciously very bad effect.
I think I've seen
someone's head getting smashed in, but it looks so fake. It's kind of crazy.
What was the name of that film again?
Brawl in Cell Block, not 88. Brawl in Cell Block 99.
Oh,
It's got Vince Vaughn and funnily enough, Buffy fans, Mark Blucas.
I was
Riley Finn.
Sorry, yeah, no, I was thinking of that other film, Gangbang in Cell Block 69. Sorry.
I nearly spat out beer, you bastard. Yeah. Oh man, Dylan Roth. How did I know you would like that movie? Did you, Dylan? I've got to ask. Did you like Dragged Across Concrete? Could you look over the bit that was very obviously studio mandated? People are like questioning what 88. There is some imagery in that film that is very questionable. That made me wonder what's going on here. S. Craig Zahler, what are you doing? Anyway, the reason I raised that is just like there's a self-consciously bad special effect at the very end of the movie, and it's extremely jarring. And I wondered if it's just like a stylistic throwback to 80s stuff that he said we're going to have some really terrible cut-off heads in there.
Yeah, unless he thought they were convincing enough, but yeah, uncanny maybe going for an uncanny look.
Very uncanny, yeah. It's weird because like in the third segment, like the final shot with the Whammon all amputated, like that looks amazing.
Yeah.
Like that's a brilliant effect. It's utterly horrible. Yeah, it's just it was an odd one. I can't quite make sense of that, and I can't quite make sense of what art does to her. So we may have got some deeper levels out of this film, but there are some mysteries.
Yeah, 100%.
Just reading Dylan's take there. Okay, that's interesting. That I can see. I thought that might be something it takes. There was one. I was thinking specifically the very end of it, but never mind. Yeah, I think I get where you're pointing at. Understandably, I will not read your comment aloud. But yeah, that film was fascinating. Dragged across concrete. I won't do any spoilers for people, but it's one of those films I was watching it midday and I was absolutely loving it. I had to stop, and I just said to wifey, like, okay, we've got to watch this tonight. And I just rewatched it I'd watched about 2/3 of it, and I just watched it from the start happily. Have you seen it, TCG?
No. Sorry, are we still talking about?
Sorry, Dragged Across Concrete. It's from the same guy who did Brawl and Cell.
No, I haven't. No.
It's amazing. Debs from Dexter is in it, Jennifer Carpenter.
Oh, okay.
She has this. It's like the best bit in the movie. She's just got this scene where she's returning to work and she's coming off maternity leave, and
Right.
it is she's incredible in it, man. I'm telling you, it's a great scene. I will say nothing more. Just I can't recommend that movie enough. It's so good.
Okay.
Not flawless, but it is so good. Your boy Mel Gibson's in it. Vince Vaughn again. Great movie. Sorry, we've ended up going on to an S. Craig Zala posting thing, so I'll move to make sure we stay on the right side of Super 90 TCG. Was there anything else you had to say about All Hallows Eve, or did we kind of get it?
No, I think we've covered everything. I think there is to cover.
I think we talked about it. You know, the final feint at the end where the credits cut off and Art looks like he's gonna. I can only remember the American name, Sadako.
Yeah.
There we go. We started with Weeb posting. We finished with Weeb posting. He's going to Sadako his way out to the film. Yeah, this was sweet. It's nice. We sort of covered it already. It's a nice nod and wink to the audience. Yeah, we love a Ringu post around here. Yeah, that's fair enough. I think we covered it. I think we found some good depth in the movie. Someone did question, like, how can we talk 2 hours on a movie? That's far too long. I'm like, mate, more than 17 hours on a video game.
I know, right?
We can do 2 hours on Terrifier. Sorry, All Hallows Eve. We can do 2 hours on All Hallows Eve, easy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, look, it's working. John Goris. I've talked John Goris up to a 5.
To be honest,
were you at like a 3 or a 2, John? Where did I move you up from?
No, you made a very, very strong argument tonight
with
regards to this film. With regards to this film, I mean, you definitely talked me up.
That is my mission.
Yeah. What actually?
Talking you up. Hello, Mr. GB. He's number one promoter.
Absolutely. Yeah. Shall we do our scores?
Let's go for it.
Yeah. Yeah. So watching the film at a surface level, it's there is a story that's the story is there to see. Like, it's obvious that Art is going to be coming into the real world, and the tape is somehow a vehicle for that to happen. But you sort of measure it on the story, the reality, like the reality story, the things that are going on in the quote unquote real world. And then you look at the stories that are being presented separately. If you look at them isolated, story one, yeah, pretty cool. Acting is questionable. The second one, just what? And the third one, yeah, it's cool. Again, some of the acting questionable, but yeah, it's all right. First and third ones I dig, and the ending of the film, cool. Yeah, it's all right. But then, yeah, if you have horror shows insight and you can look deeper into it and you can see that it's some sort of like metaphor, the Night of the Living Dead, where it's mirroring that, and you know, and to a degree, it's probably like paying tribute in its own way to other sort of films, sort of other horror genres. Like I would probably say Goosebumps is probably the second short, I would say. Someone mentioned The Twilight Zone as number 3, and I'm still struggling to think. Maybe like Hostel, maybe, I don't know, for number 1. I don't know. No, not Hostel. That'd be closer to 3. Number 1, I can't think of one for one, but there we go. I'm sure there is one.
Jacob's Ladder with The Descent into Hell, but
maybe, yeah. Okay, yeah. I would, but yeah, I mean, in terms of the scores, if I rate it based on how I watched it, I'd probably say it's a 4. it's a 4. I mean, my ungodly amount of uncooked meat and just ungodly amounts of ketchup thrown in there, but still something I would recommend to someone if they're just looking to just sort of kick back and watch a just watch a just horror for the gore and the effects. But with the insight that you've delivered,
Ooh.
I would knock that up to a 7, I want to say.
Oh.
Just because I think the meta, now I've had someone explain a coherent story that he's trying to tell. I think there are elements which, as I say, bloody genius. I know I take my hat off to him. It was, as I say, I think it will get lost on a lot of people, but nonetheless,
You have
not
to
bad,
have
not
the
bad at all.
autistic memory of who was a minor character in a film that they feature, who was not even shown in the clips in this film.
Yeah, precisely.
You have to bring that to it, but no, I'm just with 7. I think is strong.
Yeah, I think I'll bump it up.
Scores coming in. Wife who gave it a 3 and took a burger off for my analysis. She is next door and can't outrun me, so we'll sort that out in a bit.
Brilliant.
Otherwise, I'm seeing 4s. I'm seeing 3s. Murgoot went in for a 4. Bless you, Murgoot. Do rest up. But yeah, 4 burgers, lots of ketchup, very fair. And Dr. Prepper, we've got up to a 6. I brought a few
Nice.
people up, and where is Dylan? Dylan has gone with 12 out of 12. As we discussed, the film leaks into the 1990 Night of the Living Dead, and therefore can claim the Tony Todd modifier, the Toddifier, and get up to 12. This is justified. I'll allow it because I want to balance it out. As for me, my score, I've got to balance out because I absolutely love the meta bleeding through realities idea so much, but I cannot let it overshadow the fact that 2 is still a really, really boring segment.
Yeah.
The alien looks silly. It's super goosebumps. 3 would not be so bad, but it is immediately following 2. And gosh darn it, as cool as the meta idea is, it's got to build on more solid foundations. 2 and 3 need to be better stories. I'm kind of okay with 1 because it's a short and very almost like hallucinogenic nightmare journey that defies sense making. I want a bit more coherence in the next 2 stories, and that's what I don't see. And that's going to be a cap for me. So I've got to bring it down for that. But I am raising it up for the fact that I didn't hate the child actors. I'm raising it up massively for the music. My goodness, the music in this was great, TCG. Am I right? Oof. Very much to my taste. And yeah, I'll leave it there. The nice cap at the end is good. But it's the quality of stories 2 and 3. It's the meta element is just like this really cool cherry, but the cake is not baked. So for me, I can't go as high as a 7, but I can get it to a kind of comfortable 6. And I feel that's okay. It's like, you might like it, you might not. But given that this is only 83 minutes, that's actually a big, a big argument in its favor. I would be docking it heavily if it were like going over like 95. But this is a really short movie. It knows what it wants to do and it delivers it very quickly. So, okay. 2 and 3, not the greatest quality, but it is not super, super dragged out. So, for that reason, I can't be too harsh. I think it lands on a 6. It has a really good idea in it, and it doesn't overstay its welcome. So, kudos. So yeah, I think that's where we end up, a 6 and a 7. Chat around that, with a very notable exception in Dylan, who we have won over and absolutely loves it. So I think one of the cats is scratching the door. So it really distracted me. Oh, hang on. What is this? All right. We're just about to round off. I was going to give you your horror homework for next week, and we've got a rare red notification. Crikey, Moses. What is going down in the Southern Hemisphere? Distant Night. Distant Night is absolutely spoiling me like he's rocked up with a shower of gold. Obviously, I'm meaning Ferrero Rocher. What is this spoiling? This is crazy. Distant Night sending in 50 Aussie dollars, saying proper Metachew is now an austere art reality unification theorist. You're welcome. In all seriousness, you've all been great sports. Well, thank you. We did survive Plan 9 from outer space here, so you didn't test us too badly. Although I know we have got another, we have an Aussie suggestion coming up. I don't know if Dylan is Aussie, but he suggested an Aussie film. So these Southern Hemisphere troublemakers, what can I say? Again, Distant Night, thank you. 50 Aussie dollars. You're an absolute star, on top of being a channel member as well. So yes, I've said thank you. I will say thank you again. And on a day when I have done my Christmas shopping, it is particularly welcome. It's very generous of you and very much appreciated. I'm glad you enjoyed the take, and I like to think we've elevated it for you. So you're very, very welcome. I'm a bit blown away by that. It's a bit amazing. Not often you get the red notification. Oh no, TCG's gone dead. Has he been kicked off as well? Did we go too spicy? Oh dear. TCG, I'm not hearing you, man. What's happened? Okay, I'm gonna have to keep going on. TCG, drop something in private.
No, I muted the mic.
Oh,
Stupid. I muted the mic. Sorry. False alarm.
Oh,
no, I was
okay.
saying thank you. I was saying Distant Night, you're an absolute legend. Thank you so much, mate. The support is genuinely appreciated. Like,
I'm gonna get it up again. Yeah.
yeah.
Brilliant. We should also say, like, Distant Night showing the way ahead, because I know you support other channels as well. So you're a bit of a star on it. People, I think people don't know, like, it when you're a content creator. I don't feel right using that word, but honestly,
it's what HMRC tell us to put down.
Yeah. The 5p of that I will get once Rachel from accounts has got a clause in.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
I'll be able to buy a little horror show a p or something. But no, it's great. It's honestly these sort of things where you're a content creator, they are very uplifting and motivating. So thank you very much. It is super appreciated. That is wonderful. All right. Well, excellent. So I believe it was just it was horror homework announcement time, wasn't it? Lovely. We have had 2 requests. I'm going to give people advance warning of this one, because unless I don't name, unless someone says I can name them, so I'll leave this person anonymous. But we had a really interesting request for a series to be covered. And because it's a series, it's about 4.5 hours watching. So I'm giving people advance notice now. Someone has asked that we cover Red Riding, if you remember that.
Okay.
Red Riding. Stretching the bounds of what a horror channel should cover. But to be honest, I have such fond memories of it that I'm keen to do it, frankly. Solid. Yeah. We covered The Running Man. Why not? Red Riding. So we will cover Red Riding in 2 weeks. In 2 weeks, we're covering it. So you've got advance warning on the 18th. We're covering Red Riding. So get your watch in. It's got Sean Bean. It's got young Andrew Garfield. I think you're going to love it. You will learn a lot about horrible things that happened in Britain. There you go. And fairy tale horror. No, actually, Red Riding refers to the Yorkshire Ridings. So that's areas of Yorkshire. So it's a tale of sort of horror and corruption and very awful things happening in Yorkshire over a period of about 30 years. It comes in 3 parts. It was made by Channel 4 ages ago. It's very impressive. It's based on books by David Peace. And, well, Dylan, it's Sean Bean. Come on, man. What do you expect?
Have we've already covered Pooh, Blood and Honey, right?
It has been threatened, but we have not yet.
We should do. We need to. There's a sequel as well.
I'll see if I survive Halloween Resurrection.
We need to do it. Well, Poohdiverse, it has to be done. Popeye the Sailor Man's out now. You got the Grinch. You got Mickey. Yeah, you got a Mickey Mouse one. Yeah, there's all sorts out there. You need to. Yeah,
I need to back up, don't I?
Well, like I said, you're the best horror show channel on YouTube. You need to prove it. You need to prove it by covering the Poohdiverse.
What brilliant insights can I draw out of Pooh?
If art can cover walls with Pooh, then we can cover the Poohdiverse.
Look, if I wanted to see Pooh, Blood and Honey, I'd head to India. But...
Oh God! Yeah, I still haven't watched Tyler. I still haven't watched Tyler Oliveira's video yet.
Oh dear. Yeah. Is this about the Yorkie Bar Ripper? Yes. The Yorkshire Ripper does feature in it in the 2nd season. My memory is he's played by Joe Marler, who you will probably know best from Game of Thrones. But it's been a few years. I'm looking forward to the rewatch. But that is 2 weeks away. Red Riding is 2 weeks away. Next week, we are covering 100 Bloody Acres, which was requested by Dylan last week.
Yay!
So there we go. You've got an Aussie, I believe, comedy horror, but that will be next week. So 100 Bloody Acres next week. And then on the 18th, we're covering Red Riding, which will be extremely, extremely grim. But good.
I bet.
It's quality. It's quality. All right. Well, folks, you've had your review of All Hallows Eve. You've got your horror homework for not only next week, but the week after. You've had a recommendation for Japanese beer, Koido JPA. Very good. And you've been extremely generous tonight. My goodness. Absolute stars tonight,
Yeah,
TCG.
mental guys. Yeah, absolutely mental guys. Well done. Give yourselves a pat on the back.
Yeah, wonderful. Very in Christmas season, extremely appreciated. All right. Wow, wonderful stuff. TCG, thank you so much for joining me.
Pleasure to be here as always. Thank you very much. And head over to TCG. Head over to my channel tomorrow. We're going to be finishing off season 2's The Walking Dead, and I might even have a little surprise for you by the end of this week.
Ooh, excellent. Yes, do head over. All right. Thank you very much, folks. Thank you again for your generosity. 100 Bloody Acres is on Tubi TV in US. It is free on Prime, Amazon UK Prime, if that helps as well. So there you go. Red Riding may be a bit harder to find, but I'm sure you guys can be creative. Wink, wink, brackets. All right. Have yourselves a lovely Friday, a wonderful weekend after that. I'm sure many of you popping your trees up and decks up, so good luck with that. And hi, Devante. You got in. You made it.
I saw your post. Thank you.
I actually waved. I physically waved. I forgot I'm not on camera. But,
you actually waved. That's
Devante.
Yeah, to be
fair,
he
doesn't usually catch it. It's nice to see him. It's lovely when regulars pop in. If they don't always make it, you know, it's nice.
Yeah. To be fair, I might have waved to my chat, and realizing, hang on, I don't even have a webcam.
Oh, bless! It's automatic. I told you about the thing that freaks me out every time I do a solo stream is I'm always conflicted. Like, do I put my headphones on or not? Because I'm so used to streaming with headphones.
Yeah.
If it's a solo stream, I don't need any audio, but I feel so weird just talking to the stream.
I see.
You know, putting the headphones on helps me feel a bit more normal.
Okay.
Oh, also, Red Riding parts 1 to 3 on Tubi TV. There we go.
There you go.
All right, folks. Well, that's a lot of watching for you ahead, so I will leave you to it. Get your homework done for the rest of our member requests in December, and we will have a bit of fun for you later this month as we cover Halloween Resurrection. And maybe something else will drop. Who knows? Who knows? I will leave it there. Have yourselves a wonderful weekend. Thanks again, TCG. Thank you, Generous Chat. You are wonderful. And cheers.